Hey everybody, I just wanted to share a quick idea for the Refuah Shlema of Elka Bas Chai Rivka and all those that are sick for any reason, in particular from the virus, and for those that are healthy, may you stay healthy. May we see a quick and wondrous end to this situation. I want to share with you a strategy for how to get through this period. We're in this sustained period right now. Holidays are coming to an end. The excitement is coming to an end. And now we're facing what could potentially be a lull where our lives are still disrupted. So every year, there's this song that is the highlight at the Seder. And it never really dawns on me the power of it until this year. In the Seder, we have a song called Dayenu. Dayenu means in English, enough. Basically, at the end of this section of Magid, when half the kids are already dozing, people are already not paying attention, we have a song, Dayenu, and it's a kid's song, Dayenu, and like the kids like it, and they sit around and we sing it, and it's cute and it's nice. And if you look at the words say, had you taken us, it basically break up all the steps of us leaving Egypt. Had you taken us out of Egypt and not taken us to not split the sea, it would have been enough. And had you split the sea, not given us man, it would have been enough. And had you taken us to Mount Sinai, not given us Torah, it would have been enough, right? And we go through the whole thing. And we say, it would have been enough, it would have been enough, it would have been enough. And I'm thinking, and every year I'm thinking the same thing, is, why are we singing this song for? Like, it's not even true. Like, it would not have been enough. Like, had God taken us out of Egypt and not split the sea, which means the Egyptians would have caught up and killed us, that would not have been enough. Like, had we got to the desert and we're walking around and we have no food and we starved, that would not have been enough. Like, had we got to the mountain and God been like, oh, welcome to Mount Sinai, like, okay. We've been like, that's it? No one would have been like, oh, that was enough. We saw a mountain. That would not have been enough. What in the world are we singing? And the answer the rabbis teach us is that you're missing a piece of the chorus. Dayenu doesn't mean it would have been enough. Dayenu means it would have been enough to praise you. What Dayenu is teaching us is that it would be enough to praise you just for taking us out of Egypt. That's worth a huge thank you. And the sea's a thank you, and the man's a thank you. What happens in life, the rabbis are showing us, is that when you have a whole bunch of things that happen, you end up collapsing it. Whenever we're going through life, what ends up happening is we're so focused on the end that we collapse everything in the middle and we stop appreciating it. And what the rabbis are teaching us at the pinnacle of the Seder is, don't do that. Don't start Egypt to Israel and go, oh, okay, thanks. No. Slow it down, break it up. How'd you do? Enough. Yeah, thank you. You break apart the journey and realize that each piece is a blessing into itself. For a lot of us right now, the end is this whole end of the virus. And we're trying to look at that light. And our happiness is really based on that. When it will be over, when people are going to be better, when's everything go back to normal. But if we do that, we run the risk of missing the point. The lesson of Dayenu is don't do that. Take the journey and break it up into 1,000,000 pieces. And start to realize that it's a blessing to be in the journey. If I wake up in the morning and I'm breathing, that's enough, Dayenu, to say thank you. If I come downstairs and there's food in my table, that's enough. If I go to a supermarket and there's food in the supermarket, that's enough. If people are alive today and that's enough. If my lungs were, that's enough. If the government, that's enough. If someone has a job, that's enough. If you go through your day and you're feeling down, break apart your day into little bitty pieces and realize that each piece is worth saying thank you for. Because the more you fill our minds with being really appreciative of what we have, the more we don't take for granted the little steps along the way, the more we'll see the world through a positive lens. The more each step becomes more joyous. And hopefully we'll get to the end. But we'll be able to get there and learn the real lesson, which is we need to be appreciative and grateful for every little step along the way. Because each thing is enough to say thank you for.